Hi guys, Steve up at the cabin. Well, last week we finished off the last of the boulders, and like I told you, this week was the big week where I rent the chipper, and we try to clean this all up. I wanted to get the 12 inch, but none were available, and so I looked online, looked at reviews for this Vermeer 6-inch. This one's the BC700XL. I saw a bunch of reviews, and it seemed to work well for the people that did use it. And you know, the biggest logs I'm going to be running through it are probably 4 or 5 inches. Most of the people said you throw something that big in there, it's going to bog it down. Now I just tested it for a little part of the way here, started throwing stuff in it, and that's true. But you know what I found out? It's not that bad, because it takes its time feeding itself the larger logs. Excuse me. So that gives me time to go back, get more stuff to bring it up to the hopper. So it's good that it moves a little bit slower, because that way I don't feel rushed. But it still eats it up pretty good. The key is to keep it close to the stuff that you're throwing in the back, so you don't have to walk that far. So I got 2 days, and so far I like it. But I got, you know, mostly 2 days. It's only like 9:47 in the morning, and already I'm hot. I had to take off my flannel shirt. I had my big heavy hoodie on. It's a good workout moving all this stuff. So I'm hoping I don't blow out my back by the end of tomorrow. So far, thumbs up on the Vermeer. Let's get moving. Okay, couple things. Number one, I forgot to put my earplugs back in. This thing's loud. It's not too bad until you're right behind it. You shove something in the hopper, it gets loud. I forgot the chainsaw and the pruners. That's just it can't grab it. So if I had the chainsaw, I could just buzz it and throw the rest of the pieces in. So take a little bit of a break, walk back to the garage, get a chainsaw and the pruners, and so that way I could chop this thing and throw it back in. But you can see this thing handles some pretty big logs, and it does it pretty well. All right, guys, I'll be back in a second. Well, it might be hard to tell, but I cleaned up all the limbs, all the trees from, well, I'll turn you around so you can see, from all the way down there at the end to where the truck is. And that 6-inch chipper does a pretty good job. You can see on the side of the road where it's a little lighter colored, sorry, a little exhausted. That's where the chip piles are. They're not very deep. I mean, I didn't want to leave piles. So every once in a while, I would move the chipper. I would move the chute so it would shoot out in a different spot. So, you know, probably after a year, you won't even notice it. So making progress. I want to, you know, it's lunchtime. So, gee, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get this done in 2 days. It's a lot of hard work, and this is my first half day. So, you know, that's usually when you're at your strongest. You know, tomorrow afternoon after lunch, I'm going to be pretty beat down. So, I may just stay late tonight, you know, till it gets too dark. And then I'll put the chipper in the garage and go to the hotel and call it a night. All right, guys, time for lunch. I think I'm going to try one of those dragon fruit bowls. Last week was the acai. They have another thing called Dragon Ball. I'll get one of those. I'll show it to you. Okay, I thought I'd show you guys the little piles of the wood chips. So, you know, they're not mounds, so hopefully a little wind. They get older, they get darker in color. You won't even notice. They'll just look like other leaves. Okay, lunchtime. Okay, guys, I'm back from lunch. Posted a picture. I got the dragon fruit bowl this time. It was pretty good. You know, it's like cold. And today, you know, I got the heavy hoodie back on. You know, it's like 50 degrees. When you're working, it's hot. When you're not working, all of a sudden, it starts to get real cold again. And when you're filled with frozen fruit, even more cold. So, time to get back at it. We're at the fork in the road. I'm curious to see how far I get today. I'm going to work pretty late today. I'm going to work till pretty close to sundown. The flies are back. So just so I know that I could get it done tomorrow, which I think I can. I just want to make sure. I don't want to have to rent this thing for another day. I was a little concerned about trailering it 30 miles or so. I really don't have a lot of trailering experience. In my younger days, we used to pull cars out to Riverhead Raceway using a tow bar in the back of my 1976 Delta 88. That was probably far more dangerous than this. But we made it there and back, you know, a bunch of times. This was actually not that bad at all. Maybe I should have gotten that 12-inch chipper anyway. I was a little afraid. It's big, and I was a little afraid of trailing something so big behind the truck and not really having a lot of experience trailering stuff. But this was a piece of cake. But in reality, this one is a lot easier to use, and it's eating everything I'm putting through it. So I think it was a win-win. And it's also like $100 cheaper per day. So I'm saving money that way. So win-win. So I'm going to get back at it. I'm going to record some of the chipping that I'm doing. I don't want to make a 20-minute video of you watching me throw stuff into the chipper, even at when I speed it up. I'll do select periods of times where I do some chipping. I'll show me starting the unit, and let's get at it. Okay. Got my eye protection and my earplugs, which don't do a heck of a lot, and they kind of wiggle their way out after a while. how they, you gotta be careful. These little twigs, when they go in there, they whip around, scratch you to pieces. You know, you gotta wear the eye protection, it's no joke. Battery is dying. You get the gist of what I'm doing. I'll charge the phone up and see you probably tomorrow morning bright and early. Hi guys, it's Tuesday, day 2 of the chipper job. It's early, it's probably like 8:30 or so. I got a lot to do today. Quite honestly, I think I'm going to be hard pressed to finish all the chipping today. But the good news is I'm really comfortable with this chipper. Should I have to come back up next week to finish the job, it's not going to cost me any extra money. If I had to rent it for a third day, it would cost me the same as just renting it next week for one day. I'm here at the bottom, at the very end of the driveway, because I forgot I had some branches down here to chip. I had pulled up too far with the chipper, and she just didn't want to back up straight down the hill. So I should have just drove it around yesterday, but you know, I'm here. I'll start off here today. Then we'll head back to where we left off yesterday. And we'll work hard today. See if we can get it done. Home Depot closes at 9 o'clock. The guy said I could drop it off anytime up until then. So, but I got to make sure it's full of gas, and I got to clean it too. So, it's probably 45 minutes away, but you never know with traffic. So, I don't know, we'll probably knock off at around 6 because I got to get cleaned up. I got to clean this thing up. I got to get it fueled up, and then I got to drop it off. So, let's get cracking. About this chipper. You throw these little branches in, you got to toss them in and move off to the side because, that chipper grabs it, and all of a sudden those little branches start swinging around like crazy. I got cut up pretty good yesterday. I'm wearing you might, if you could, it's not too hot, you're much best off covering yourself as best you can. And these little, like disposable earplugs, it takes some of the bite off, but I don't want to wear the helmet with the earmuffs on it because it's just too hot for that. I mean, right now it's not, but I don't have them connected to my helmet either. They're back in the garage, but it's better than nothing, and it does take some of the bite off. All right, guys, let's go to work. All right, guys, something kind of cool. Across the lake in the trees, 7 turkey vultures. Now, normally I have one in this tree right here by the garage, and he kind of hangs out. I call him Tom. And the other day I saw another turkey vulture with him circling around, just flying around. They didn't look like aggressive or anything. I thought maybe Tom had a girlfriend. But today, I see 7 of them, and they're all like hanging out in the trees across from the pond. I took a video. Take a look. Well, guys, that's it for me for today. It's coming up on 5 o'clock. I got to get that thing back to the depot. And I'm wiped out physically. I'm not 25 years old anymore. Machine worked great, no complaints. Went through some gas. I had to fill it up twice. I got to, it's going to take me some time to clean that up. I also got to clean up myself. So by the time I'm done cleaning up the shredder, the chipper, and myself, and get it back to the depot, it'll probably be a couple hours from now. Then I'll probably be getting home like 8 or 9 o'clock. I'm just wiped out. But I didn't finish. I would say I got 75% of the work done. There's just a lot of stuff, big stuff, heavy stuff that's in the woods a little bit that I got to go in there and drag it out. I'm gonna have to come back. I'm gonna have to rent it for another day. I may come up, when I come up here next time, I think the first day I'll come up. So I usually come in 2 days and spend one night at the local hotel. I'll come up the first day. I'll drag everything out towards the road, have it all ready to just toss into the chipper. And then the following, that's tough because, it's 30 miles away. I'll have to think on it and figure it out. But I only have one more trip, I think. And then that'll be wiped out. And then I got to get a brush hog or something to wipe out all those sticker bushes by the side of the road that are growing kind of high. But I'm getting there. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you next time.